Okay.
Isn't it nice that we can like bob our head to our own song? That's very cool.
We made that.
Hello, this is Jonathan Serrano. I'm part of the hostage of the Doer and the Thinker
Podcast
podcast.
hostage. I am Xander Gray, your favorite and lovable person. So to piggyback on the last podcast that you've heard,
That was a long time ago.
that was a
yeah,
week
I
ago.
can't. I don't even remember
It
if
was
I
like a
can.
week ago. We didn't change our shirts or anything. Uh, so the past couple, and this has happened a lot, and not in a bad way. It's kind of cool, and also I'm a little bit envious that you said a line not in the past one, but the previous two podcasts, the previous two podcasts.
Podcast.
You said if the people out there that knows me, they know who this is. Like you know what I mean. You did that
Oh yeah.
the podcast,
Podcast.
and I was like, that's cool, but also like, and I was thinking like eternally, like I was internalizing. I was like, it's cool that you can say like, if you know me, and then your friends will be like, "Yep, that's true." And I'm just thinking in my life, I'm just like, do I have any friends that are like that? And also, and I'm thinking back, I was like, maybe I didn't really open up as much as I think I did way back when. And I'm just trying to remember, I didn't really open up when I was a kid or when I moved here. Not a lot of people know that I was born in Singapore. Like I'm more vocal about it now, obviously, and I'm more try to be open with who I am in my life and whatever now, but I didn't before.
You don't
Like,
have it. You don't have any friends that like you've known since you were a kid, like less than 12.
oh yeah, but I don't talk to them anymore.
Oh really?
Like you know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
moved here when I was 15.
Interesting.
So before I moved, they were
Okay.
sad, whatever. But everybody moved on, like you know what I mean. So I didn't really have childhood friends.
So you don't have any friends that you've known since you were 16?
Um, trying to think. In high school, like I still talk to my friend Jackie, and I think that's about it. But I wasn't really.
Wow.
I'm pretty close with her, uh, but she has like kids now, and like we still talk every once in a while, but not we're not very close. And I was just thinking like maybe that's why people like think I'm either elusive or intimidating because they just fucking don't know me, and that I don't open up or like. But I mean, obviously, if you ask me stuff about my life, I would just tell you, right? Like, but
Sometimes.
I don't outwardly. When I was blah blah blah, I can't even like unless you ask me a particular story or a particular like something. Has that happened to you before? I'm like, well, the thing that I can relate to is, and then the story will come out. But I would never. I don't really think about like a story in that sense. So maybe that's why when I was playing music or whatever, I didn't really write a lot of personal shit either. Like, it was more like uh, typical heartbreak shit, but that's like typical. That's not really, you're not really opening up about your life, right? So the last time that I did it really, truly kind of is when I did my podcast. And then when I now kind of recently I'm trying to be more open to it, more about the culture and about my shit, my own shit. So it's just kind of interesting. I'm like, maybe I didn't like. Oh, I wish I had friends that know me. I was like, well, maybe because you didn't fucking tell your life about to your friends or whatever. Like you get what I'm saying?
I mean, not a lot. A lot of my friends don't necessarily know everything about my life, but also, I feel like you have like a lot of friends, But
I have a lot of friends, but not. You know what I mean?
I don't have a lot of friends. I have a very small group of friends.
But you guys are close though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have
So
friends, but I'm not really close with any of them.
yeah, and see, a lot of people are more like that, right? Like Danya has a lot of people that she would say like, oh yeah, they're friends or whatever. Like a lot of people that she acquaintances or friends or whatever you want to call it. But she has a lot of people that she knows,
Yeah.
but she doesn't really have the same kind of thing. She doesn't have anybody from her childhood that is super close with.
Yeah. Don't, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've tried and I tried, but sometimes you pick either the wrong people, or you thought, oh, I fuck with him. I thought that because we're doing the same thing, we're the same person or whatever, and that's really not true. So the make it or break it of this podcast is like, uh and we talked about the last one. I said it might be a really short one, it
Yeah.
might be a long one. So what I was gonna say was, is there anything that you kind of want to know about me, or like I'm curious about, and then maybe go from there, or like you're like, I don't give a fuck, like, you know what I mean? So
Well, I mean, I think that see, that's the thing. That's the thing that I think that's the misconception, right? Like, I don't think that me, not that I don't care to know more about you, but I don't think that me knowing about you is what would make us friends. I think what makes, at least in my group of friends, what makes us so tight is that it's the experiences,
yeah,
right?
but we have to talk about it though, right? Like depending on if we're having the same experience, like with another close friend of mine, like we went camping and then like, oh, I didn't know that about you. He said that to me. I'm like, oh, you didn't ask. Or like, oh, I didn't know about you because he didn't talk about it. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, but I think I would say that to Eddie.
yeah,
Like,
but you guys kissed before, so I feel like you should know more about each other.
I don't know. I mean, I know a lot about his life, but the reason I know a lot about his life is because I was there, right? Like,
Well, that's what
it's
I'm
so
saying.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's those shared experiences
Yeah,
that
I
give
guess
us
you're
that.
like the wrong person to talk about it, because I think you don't hold, and not saying that I do. I think you are more of the present, right? Like obviously we get along, we talk about shit, and then our hopefully our friendship will grow into a
Right.
bigger relationship where you can manipulate me, and then so you can benefit from that.
Right, and then I can control your mind. Yeah,
Right.
have you do whatever I want you to do.
Yeah, nice try. So maybe that's it. So I don't know, like I'm just trying to think, because I am, and I think we've talked about this before too. I am sometimes envious of people that have like, I don't want to say forever friends, but they have friends that they grew up with, like ride or die. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? I was like, fuck, I wish I had that. But not saying that I can't have that now. It's sometimes depending on where life is taking you, most of most people already have their ride or die. So it's like I don't need to put another person in my ride or die clique unless like,
Or maybe that's what's keeping you from having a right today.
what do you mean?
Yeah, if you like, for me, I don't really think about stuff like that. I don't think about like. I mean, I've never like thought about like.
Because you've had it. You have it. That's why you don't think about it.
Yeah, but I mean, you're a long lasting friend, right? Even though I've known
Maybe.
you for 2 months, but
Maybe.
I mean, chances are decent that I might talk to you in about a year or two, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that, but I didn't like when I was, oh fuck, I forgot to start the timer. But
Put 30.
when I first was speaking to you, I didn't like talk to
You didn't
you.
even like me, dude.
Yeah, but the best is beside the point. I mean, after I decided I was gonna like you, I didn't
Yeah, after
talk
you-
to you thinking, oh, this is gonna be a long lasting friend or anything
Because
like that.
I feel like you're like, he can benefit me somehow, so I'm gonna keep talking to him.
I don't think so. But
Okay. Alright.
you know what I think? I think this. All right. I think that
Say it out loud.
that might be what kind of holds you back from making connections. Is that not that you,
Motherfucker, my heart is on my sleeve. You know what I'm thinking.
but I know. Yes. No. That's not true. That's not true. I know what you're thinking. What you want me to think that you're thinking, right? But there's a
Not
lot
play
of times
chess like you do, though.
No, but there is a lot of times that you cover up your
Tracks
feelings
because of murder. Yeah.
No, bitch, listen. There's a lot of times that you cover up your feelings with anger and or
But
smart
that's just
assedness.
that's just how I am, though.
Okay,
I'm
but you're not
trying
communicating with me, right? Like you're still not in that sense. You're not communicating
to
what
ask me
you're
the
really,
right questions. Then
That's my point. Is that you want me to do the work, right? And that's probably why you say that you're lacking this, and maybe that there's something that's blocking you from.
here's the
that.
thing. I think about that, but I don't. It's almost like I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think if I meet somebody, I will garner a friendship, I will put some time in the friendship because I think it's cool, or like meeting new people. Or I'm cool with that. I'm open to that.
Mhm.
But if it doesn't happen, I'm I'm okay too, because like I think I have the obviously the only difference that I don't have right now is I don't have like that ride or die, right?
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
but I'm
That
okay with
hurts.
that. What was that? But I'm okay with that is because I think, like I said before, right now I'm working on like traumas. I'm working on trying to get better for myself, and hopefully that I can leave a lasting legacy of myself.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever happens, if I'm riding along and you're hopping on my back to ride with me, I'm like, okay, let's go. But if you want to fall off, or you just like, I'm over it, I'm okay with that too. Obviously it'll hurt, like, oh, that sucks, but there's no there's no mending this friendship or whatever. I'm like, okay, that sucks, but and that's happened to me before too. But I've never not like want to open up. Maybe before, yes, like maybe before I was a little guarded when I
Mhm.
was younger. But now the difference is, I think now, like I said, people already kind of have their peeps, their people. And it's like, if they know me, cool. They want to get to know me, awesome. Vice versa. But if they don't, they're cool too, because they already have their, you know what I mean. I'm not opposed to it, is what I'm
I
saying.
disagree with that. And I think that
I
you,
went so long, and then you're like, I disagree.
yeah, I disagree with that. I didn't want to cut you off. I didn't want to be one of those people that just like butts in your conversation when you try to tell a story every 5 seconds. But thank you. See, that you're already making progress. But I disagree with that because I think that you and I are very similar in this, but we just project it a different way. In order to be in my tight group, in my tight group of friends, you've got to earn it.
Hard for you to say. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you've got to earn it from me, right? Like you've got to prove
Oh
to me
boy.
why.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
the and I think that you also feel that way. I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to speak to you, but this is from my experiences with you. Is that in order for somebody to be close to you, they have to earn it from you, whether it be with respect or with you seeing value in that relationship. But what happens is that you and I don't necessarily reach across the table to kind of help that along, right? Like we're all about just sitting here, prove to me why, right? It's like an interview almost. But I think that we project it differently. I definitely project it with depending on the people and how I already feel about you. It'll be a certain way, right? I think I'm a lot softer, but I think the way that you project it, it's a lot. You project it in a very like a very confident, very like up in front, like like type of way,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
don't like to be around the bush. I like to be on the bush.
But sometimes when you're beating the bush,
I'm not beating the bush, being on the bush.
but sometimes when you're being on the bush,
Thank you.
like that's where I think that people, especially for you, that they think people think that you're intimidating, you know, because there are times when I mean, let's
Shut up. Just
see
kidding.
exactly.
Just joking.
Like there are times when you like you're just like there, right? Like you just putting your dick on the table and you're just like, this is me, bitch, take it or leave it, right? But people are just gonna react to that.
They're like,
It's very hot or cold, right?
put it away. Or
Exactly.
they're like, nice dick.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
that's a nice.
that's a very nice dick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So see, that's like, and that's what I'm saying is like you have people that are that's like there's no middle ground right there, right? Like there's just gonna be hot or cold. Like
I think with that, which is crazy because I believe in gray areas, but with certain things, it's like, it's almost like obsolete. Absolute. Sorry, they're very absolute, right? And yeah, I can agree to disagree with that for sure, or agree and disagree. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I think for some reason, I don't know where I got it from. I don't know where I learned it from or whatever. I don't know if it's TV, like Papa was never there, so I didn't learn it from him. Let's be
Yeah,
honest
yeah,
here, right?
yeah. That's
So
one bad thing you didn't get from him,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dad, I love you. But the whole forwardness and like again, I'm working on the expectation thing because I think I do have very, very high expectations because I know I have very high expectations of myself. So in turn, I put that on people, and I get that I don't want to say that it's wrong. I think that's sometimes it could be a very impossible task for that person that who doesn't even know you
Yeah.
to to
You're
to
setting yourself both,
yeah to
yeah,
complete,
to
right? So I
fail.
understand that, so I know that flaw of mine. However, but the whole like confident putting my dick on the table shit, I don't know where I got it from. And it's, yeah, it's like, this is me, this is who I am. And some people are like, ugh. And then but when they get to know me, they're like, oh, you're actually cool, you're just a bit much, or you're very in my face. I'm like, yeah, this is just how I hate not saying how it is sometimes. And we've talked about this, and I don't like to play chess. I don't like to like I the one thing that I can say I'm halfway decent at is like, if I'm talking to somebody I know they can't be confronted like like the frontal attack is more like you have to be kind of like, hey man, so this is what's going on. I'm gonna be honest with you. This sucks. Like, I can do that.
But I think that's what, obviously, I want to say this, but it's not like meant how it sounds. I think that's what makes it hard to communicate with you, right? Is that the type of communication that you prefer is the type of communication that makes people the most uncomfortable.
Because it's too straightforward. It's
Yeah,
to,
yeah, right. Like, and but like that's like you respond to that so well, and I have mad respect because like you've literally told me, hey, if I'm fucking up, just tell me I'm fucking up. That's it, right?
yeah, and I mean it
Yeah,
too.
and you fucking mean it. But
Yeah.
like, I actually do tell you you're fucking up, and you're like, hey, hold my hands up. I'm fucking up. I'm sorry, right? But
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh shit. But
Yeah.
the thing is like that's. I think I think that kind of is that style of communication is probably the most uncomfortable style of communication that exists, right? Like to just tell somebody exactly how you're feeling.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard.
But that's, have you seen oh, my allergies are kicking in. Have you seen it's a love, I think it's British. I gotta sneeze, hold
Bless you.
on. Corona.
That was loud.
It's I think that's a peak too. Fuck, I have to fix all this shit.
Oh yeah, that one was
It's
loud.
a it's like a reality dating show, but they're autistic. And I forgot what show it's called, but it's like, I think it's British, and they're like, people are intrigued by it because they say exactly what they mean. Like, they'll hang out like either you have Asperger's or like autistic, depending on the spectrum.
Yeah.
They'll hang out, and then at the very end of the day, I don't like you, or like, I don't like that you do that, so I'm not gonna hang out with you anymore. And then the other person's like, okay, and then they do a thing,
Yeah.
like, and then the sad part is when they talk to their parents or their dad or whatever, he's like, yeah, I'm kind of sad about it because I feel like I can't find anybody that's like that I can relate to, and that sucks, but I get it. Like, and it's like, oh, that's so sad, but they're so
Open, literally open
they
book.
can't, they don't know any different. Like, they don't
Right.
know the nuance of certain things, like, so they just like, yeah, I don't like that you do that, so I don't want to hang out with you anymore.
Yeah.
And then the other person's like, that makes sense.
How easy would it be if we could just communicate like
Yeah,
that?
but
you know?
I feel like I do that sometimes.
You
I
do that.
I do that,
Yeah.
and I feel like, am I autistic? I don't think I am.
I don't want to insult autistic people by saying you're autistic, so I'm not gonna say that.
That's fine. So maybe I have a little bit spectrum wise, but I don't think I do. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't taken I think there's a test that you can take, but also, fuck, I lost my train of thought. But also, I also pick my battles too. Like, if like it's not worth it to you or me to have like a certain conversation, I wouldn't even have that conversation, even
Yeah.
though I know it's gonna help you in some way, or like, but I know the kind of person. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking
Right.
about you in general, that you won't either be okay with it, or just listen to me, or just won't take it the truth, so I just don't even go through it. Like, like
Yeah, but I think that sometimes that's where we fail, and that I think that's like a lot of missed opportunity there. And I'm trying to improve at it, like, but I kind of suck at it, and I feel like almost. I mean, I don't want to like, I don't mean to insult people, but I feel like sometimes I do have like there's something wrong with me, because I think kind of similarly, like somebody will say or do something, and immediately I need to say something, right? But I've got to the point where like I understand now. Like before, when I was younger, I would just say it, right?
right, right.
And now I'm understanding like, oh, okay, but don't be an asshole all the time. But I'm still an asshole. There's a lot of things that I'm still going to communicate like that harsh, right?
But I think you know when to do it
Right.
now.
And that's the thing is like I'm stopping myself, and I think that's kind of like, but at the same time I'm still thinking this shit, right? Like I'm still
Oh
thinking,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it still like almost hurts me. Like for example, we were before, it was like right at the beginning of Corona, not when it was like this like massive like craziness. It was like they were just talking about it, and people were kind of like getting a little, like starting to get a little panicked. So there were some people would wear masks. There was zero mandates. It was like way before all that stuff, right? But like they were starting to wear masks and gloves, right? So we were at an airport. We were going to Disney World, and I saw this girl, right? She took her phone. She was on her phone. She had gloves and a mask on, and she dropped her mask to. She took out some hand sanitizer. She dropped her mask, put her phone in her mouth, so that she could sanitize her hands, right? And then she took her phone out of her mouth, put her mask back up,
And then she died from corona.
hey, maybe, but I'm telling you right now, dude, I was standing there, and there was like this oh yeah, there was like this like sirens in my head. I was
Yeah.
literally shaking,
Yeah, yeah. He's
And
like,
then I was
I need
like,
to get
I
out of here.
started laughing. I started laughing, and then Danielle's like, "What?" And I told her, and she's like, "Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Don't say anything." And I'm just like, "Babe, I can't do this. I got to do this. I got to do this."
So you said something?
No, I didn't. But that's the thing is like it almost hurt me.
See,
But
that thing that doesn't bother me because that person doesn't mean anything to me. I'll talk shit. Like I'll talk shit to with my wife about it. Like this bitch literally put her phone, dirty ass phone, in her mouth. And you know what I mean? I'll
Yeah.
talk shit, but I don't care enough. That doesn't bother me. Um, what bothers me if I have like a somewhat relationship with you, and I know that I can't tell him or her this because I know it's gonna ruin them, or like I know it's gonna like make them mad. There's no
right, but
point.
it's still like the same. I feel like it's still like that same like
Right.
like that same like almost like a siren in there or something. That kind of really.
Yeah.
But I think and that's what I'm saying. I think that's where we lose a lot of opportunities, because reaching over the table and kind of putting yourself out there, that would probably get us a lot more, relationship wise.
Dude, I wonder if I'm on the spectrum of being autistic. No, I don't think I am. I don't think I am. That's
I
weird.
mean,
But
you never know.
but again, like y- you said, correct me if I'm wrong. Am I the only person that does it? Just kind of say what I mean, or like that have that kind of confrontational, quote unquote, conversation, even though, like, and that's like the most uncomfortable for people.
I mean,
I'm sure you
are you
have more.
saying like in our group of friends, or like in my
Maybe
life?
in your life. Well, not in your life. Maybe in your group of friends. I don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna be honest with you. You're probably one of the only people that I can especially think of that doesn't, like. I have somebody in my family that has Asperger's, so
Oh
that
no
I
no no!
wouldn't,
I
I
was,
wouldn't, I wouldn't, I wouldn't count that. But I'm saying like you're probably one of the only people aside from that person that I know or have known of that communicates that way. Like there's a lot of people, like my mom would communicate very directly, right? Like she wouldn't fuck around, like beat around the bush. She'll tell you what she thinks, but she wasn't like harsh like you are, or harsh like I am, like she wasn't very like she just had a very matter of fact way of saying
dude,
it.
I was bad before. Like, I'm gonna tell you a story, right?
Ooh, I
Wait,
like stories.
are you done with what you're saying?
No, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
I
No,
am
no,
sorry.
no. I
am.
remember. Oh, you are. You
Yeah.
are. Okay. I didn't want to. I wasn't trying to interrupt. So, God, this is so embarrassing. So, it was an open mic. Okay, this is when I took fucking everything seriously for some reason. Sorry, I was choking. So we're open mic. It's fucking open mic. It means absolutely nothing, right? So we're at open mic and we're playing, and like for some reason in my head, I established myself as I didn't do it on purpose. It's just like I'm always there. I'm always playing, so they know me. Whatever the fuck that means, right? So embarrassing to say. So we're playing music and we're just jamming. It was me, two other people I know, and then we were jamming. I think we were actually playing a song that we wrote, and then this guy kind of like popped in and just start playing like the cajon or like the beat,
The bongos.
and then start making fucking noises like you know what I mean. And then I stopped and I wailed on him. Like I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? What do you think this is?" And I went off. I don't remember exactly what I said, and I was like, but I thought, and again in my head at the time, I was so young. I wasn't in my teens at the time. I thought he was just like trying to piss us off or like, but he was just literally just hanging out and just playing. Like he because it was a fucking open mic, right? And I wailed on him. I talked shit. I made jokes. People were laughing. Like I made fun of this guy. I was talking so much shit, right? To his face. And he was bigger than me. Trust. He was big. Like he looked muscular, but I like fucking destroyed him, like verbally.
Yeah.
And then he just picked up his shit and left. Right. He never came back. And it's so crazy. And like obviously I got over the fact, and nobody like talked to me about it. Like, why'd you do that or whatever? You know, they just like, dude, that's fucking hilarious. So I was like, fuck that guy. Like I was mad, right? And obviously I thought about this a while ago, but like it's so crazy that that I was like that before. That this is like a more not mature like phase in my life that
It's almost like I relate to that though.
I
You
know,
know,
but
like
it was
that's
like,
so weird
but it was like, I had no remorse. I was like,
because you were justified, right? Like that was
right, and then
justice.
people were laughing. I was
Yeah.
validated. I felt
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
king,
yeah.
you know.
I totally agree that that
But
was an asshole thing to do, but
it was
also
such
like
but
I
you're
relate
like
to-
hell yeah. You're such a terrible person. Like,
I
but
am.
I just but damn, dude, like it was. I think I'm trying to remember if I don't remember this right. I think I apologized to that guy. I don't know. Maybe in my head I did, but after a while, like actually thinking about it, I was like, what the why, dude? Why'd you say that? Or like, why did you even do that? It's fucking open mic.
Yep.
Nobody gives a shit.
Yep.
But when I was at 8, there wasn't a lot of open mics around, right? So when I did that, it was at this coffee shop, and they started doing it, and then I, I'm trying to remember. I think I was 18, 17 or 18. I think I was younger. Yeah, I was definitely younger. I was like, I want to do this. I want to start because I thought about playing music, whatever. And this is where the doer mentality comes in. If I want to do this, I need to go and perform. So I just did. I just showed up to this random open mic that they were having. The coffee shop, the barista, I kind of knew her. She told me about it, and I just did it. I was terrible. I was nervous. I was playing in front of people, and then it started building and building. And then at one time, it was like I was playing in front of like 100 people. It was crazy in this coffee shop, and it was free. It was open mic. We had like guest list, but I was like running the show. I felt like a king, you know. But it was like it was all bullshit, like you know what I mean. And then all of a sudden, it just ended, like you know what I mean. So it didn't really mean anything, but it gave me like that was like my start of like performing and like do one time like so I went like pretty much every day. It's almost like doing stand up. Like I was like as a stand up, like you just
Get the reps.
yeah, you're just putting in the reps. You're just doing it everywhere, and that's what I
Yeah.
was doing. And I went so much. And one time, like I was playing. This is when I bombed hard. Nobody was listening. I think I was the only one there. They were just hanging out. There was another musician there, and he was like, he was a really well. I think he still is, but such a great musician, great performer. And that wasn't me, right? You know, I'm like the moody emo type, you know. And that wasn't like a role that I was playing. That was just me.
Yeah.
So I was playing, and then I completely forgot the lyrics to the song that I was playing, and then I panicked and I was like, I don't remember. Like I just kind of like I brain fart. Like it was a brain diarrhea. And then the guy's like, "It's okay, man. It's all good. You sound good." And he wasn't even listening. He just turned and just said that to me. I was like, I was so embarrassed. I was like, "Oh, this is what bombing feels like." Yeah. And I mean, obviously, I bombed a few more times after that, even in bands and shit. But that's why I feel like sometimes I feel like I could try stand up, but I don't care enough to do it.
I feel that's yeah. I think you got stories,
Yeah,
but they are
but I have
of
to
you by yourself.
but I have to think about it though. I have to like I mean that's what stand up is. You kind of have to write it, but to kind of twist it and make it into like funny, like you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
a punch, not a punchline, but like I think that's what I would be able to do is just tell stories. I don't
No, I'm
think
talking about you got stories like as in from when we started the episode. You said about me having stories, but with friends. But you got stories, right? It's a good story, but it's by you by yourself.
right,
Yeah.
right, but we had to have a conversation for it to click. Like, hey, let me tell you a story, right?
Yeah.
I can't just think about it.
Yeah, but I don't have that either though.
I know, but I feel like sometimes I don't. I think it's cool that you have those type of stories that you have it with your friend. Like when your buddy sent you that voice message.
Which one?
I think his name. Can I say his name? Jacob.
Oh, Jake.
Jake.
Yeah.
So he sent that voice because he's a fan, right?
Yeah.
And thank you, Jake, for listening to our bullshit podcast. But and
Oh,
he
about the roof.
yeah, the roof thing.
Yeah.
I was like, that's such a cool story. And then I just almost felt like, oh, fuck, man, I wish I had that kind of story. Like I was like sad about it because I was like, I have a story. Did I tell you this story? So I was playing music in my buddy's house, right? And we don't, you don't talk anymore. I think he got too big headed for me. So I came over to his house, and I met a guy that was working on this big ass tree in his front yard, and he was like cutting the branches, right? So I was like, "Hey, what's up?" We talked to him. "Hey, what's up?" Blah blah blah. Oh, and he was like, "What are you guys doing?" Like, cause I had a guitar case. Like, "Oh, play music, huh? Cool." And I was like, "Okay." And then so we went in the house. We were in the downstairs, and we were just playing guitar or whatever. And then I saw flashing lights, flashing lights. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" Like, and his dad is like Filipino as fuck, and was like, "Come upstairs." Like, I was like, "Why?" So we went upstairs. So that guy fell to his death.
No.
Yes.
Right there and then.
Right then and there.
Oh, dude, I feel bad for laughing now. I thought it was gonna be like an injury story. Like
No,
a fucking
he
death
fell
story.
and died.
Fuck.
We talked to him for like 5 minutes, and then the sirens were was like maybe 10, 15 minutes after. So he fell right after he talked to us, or something,
is
or something. Isn't that
crazy.
crazy?
That's crazy.
That's
dude.
we were playing and we looked. I was like, "What the fuck?" It was like,
You're the last people
Bright.
we talked to.
yes,
That's insane.
we were the last. Yeah,
How old are you?
I want to say I was 18 or 19, probably.
God damn.
Yeah,
God
he
damn.
fell to his death. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's
dude.
so crazy.
See, you got stories.
I have to think about it though. It was so nuts.
I think we could still have stories like that. You know, like I said, it's about shared experiences. I think
This one time
at band camp.
at band camp. So this is back in Singapore. Creative people are like, they're not a commodity, but it's like they're whatever. Like, oh, cool, you play music, cool. You play in a band, cool. But nobody was like really good or like have their own equipment because it's fucking expensive, right? It's just expensive. So we used to go to practice like rooms or whatever, and they have like bullshit instruments in there. They're like cheap. Strings are fucking rusty. Like we didn't know any better. Playing fucking Metallica or whatever. So this band, my buddy's sister's band they were like decently popular. So they got paid to play like at this, I think school or something or concert or whatever. And that he was the brother is like a mascot. And this is when like think about like Slipknot or whatever, because they have like not a mascot, but they have people playing and they're like running around like a mascot, right?
Yeah.
So he was one of the mascot, and he was like famous. He's like a clown person or whatever. So he wanted us, me and my cousin, to just be an extra body to
Hype men.
hype man,
Hype men.
and we did that, right? And his sister pulled a muscle or something, and like we were rocking out, we were pushing each other, and I'm so new to this. Like, what am I doing? I'm pushing around, and she hurt herself somehow. I think she pulled a muscle, like literally, she couldn't sing, so she started crying or whatever, and she was like the lead singer. So they stopped the show, people booed, and then so we left, and then my buddy dared me. I wear this mask all the way here to all the way home. I was like, why? Because you are a bitch and you won't do that. I was like, what? So
Of course you're gonna do it.
I did it,
Yeah.
and it was a weird experience because people. So we took the subway, right? It's called MRT. It's called Mass Rapid Transit. I think that's what it's called. So it's like basically subway, but not underground, but like it's almost like a monorail,
Or like a trolley. Yeah.
but bigger, faster. So we went, and it was like maybe an hour and a half trip home. Even though Singapore's tiny as fuck, for some reason
Damn.
it took that long. And I wore like I think it was a scream mask, like a scream mask, and I wore it all the way home, and people were giving me looks. Like this lady was holding her kid, and then I had fun with it, and I start looking like blank stare, and then start turning my head.
You wouldn't
Like,
do that.
yeah, so I did
Yeah.
all that, and it was just, but I wouldn't do that now. I feel like I don't
Yeah,
know.
you would.
You think I would?
If I called you out for being a bitch if you didn't do it,
That's true.
you would either get mad and say I don't care anyways, or you would do it,
That's true.
depending on the situation.
That's just, yeah. That was like that happened. I think I was fuck, dude. I think I was like 12 or some shit, 13.
God damn.
Yeah.
Scream was out when you were 12?
I see. That's the thing. I don't know if it was a scream mask.
Oh, so
But
like
I
that
own,
type
but
of
I
mask.
owned one. And so the schools there, you have to wear a uniform. So the schools there, I brought it to school, and then they confiscated
That
it.
mask?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
I was pissed. I was like, that was my cool mask, you know.
Why would were you wearing it out though? You were wearing it while that's why they call you, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
degenerate.
But it's like, but you think about like schools where it's like it's so stupid that teachers or whatever take it so seriously, like.
I mean, yeah, but you're fucking around, dude. You're just
No,
you're
no, no. It was
disrupting the peace.
no. It was we did like a road trip or something. It was after school, and I just had it because I want to, and we were playing around with it,
Oh.
and the teacher just took it and like
They're like, no fun for you, bitch.
pretty much.
Dude, a kid brought a real sword to my an actual fucking sword. So this, I mean, listen, everybody, they kicked his ass out so hard, and like he got in so much fucking trouble, but everybody knew like he was a harmless. He was just like a dude, right? Like he was a cool kid or whatever. Everybody knew he was harmless. He's not gonna have any, any
Damn, it's
danger.
40 minutes already?
No, it was only 30 because we started at 30.
Yeah, but we.
We were only in like a couple minutes.
Okay.
But we all felt bad for him, but like he was like trying to like play the part of like, I don't know, like a Prince Charming kind of like, like he was like, like in a full cape and everything, and he brought
no.
a fucking sword, which is like, come on, dude, you brought a fucking sword.
His
but then
intentions were good.
yeah, but at the same time, he's like, man, he wanted to look the part, It's fucked up.
What happened to that kid now?
I don't know. I think he's like doing okay in
Jail.
Florida. Yeah.
Now he carries a sword around and fuck people up. So it's just weird thinking now, like we're in our 30s, right? And for me now, looking back, like the only times I get serious is when like I'm working on like real shit, like getting better or just like relationships or like anything creative, right? Every once in a while. But most of the time I'm just like I want to enjoy life. It's silly. I try not to take it seriously. Everything's a fucking joke, right?
Mm.
Everything's like silly. Like I I prefer love, positivity, and laughter, you know? So looking back, and think about this, looking back when you have teachers that are either so serious about the school and like the kids, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, now, like, I feel like if I were a teacher and that kid's fucking out, and it's like, listen, after high school, you can do whatever the fuck you want. For right now, just try your best. It's not gonna mean anything, but please try your best. Like, I feel like they don't they're not honest. Like,
Exactly. They're not honest.
they're
That's what
not
I was gonna
honest
say.
about it.
Yeah.
Because for me, like, again, growing up Asian, like, school is number one. You get straight A's or you get straight beatings, you know? Not to that extent, but I'm
But did you
just,
have that experience here as well after you moved here?
for sure, dude. I would get
Yeah.
grounded if I didn't have like A's or
No, I mean
B.
with your teachers.
Um, in high school, I'm trying to think. There's a handful that are super cool that didn't take it seriously, but you prefer those teachers, and then the ones were like, "Fuck this teacher." So I remember. So I used to wrestle in high school. Don't trust me, I'm not that good. I won like one match the year that I wrestled, but I didn't want to wrestle again the following year because I wanted to prepare for soccer. I wanted to be better because I played soccer all through the, because certain season they play certain sports.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to, either I didn't want to hurt myself. I don't remember if and soccer were in the same. I don't think they were. But anyway, I and a lot of the homies that were wrestling didn't want to do it anymore either. So I was like, I don't like the rest of the other kids that I know them, but they're all like studs. Like, we call them studs when you're like a really good wrestler, or whatever, or athlete. We just call them studs. And I was like, I'm like this piece of shit. Like, I'm not that good. Like, I'm just gonna get my ass kicked. Like, I may look good in a singlet, my ass was popping, but it's not. I'm gonna get my ass kicked, So I didn't want to do it anymore. And one of the coaches, the main coach, stopped talking to me because I wasn't in wrestling.
Like you didn't even look at you.
Didn't even look at me.
No eye contact.
No
or
eye
anything?
contact.
Damn,
Didn't even
dude,
talk
he
to
was
me.
salty.
How crazy
He
is
was
that?
salty.
I was a fucking kid.
Maybe you're the only kid in his
No, no, no,
85-pound weight class or whatever that
No,
he
I was
had.
like 140, 135, no, 140, 145, 152 weight class. And that was like the main like stud weight class, because a lot of the kids that are 145, 150, they're all like, oh, I wrestled since I was like a 9th month old. I'm like, fuck off. Like, and they kick my ass, I won one match. Anyway, yeah, he stopped talking to me. I was like, what the fuck is his problem? Like,
You ever like think of like, man, teachers are real people though.
that's
They
what I'm
got
saying.
real feelings.
I know. And
I'd never thought about that.
here's the thing. At the time, they were probably our age now,
That's what I was saying. It's so
which
fucked
is
up.
crazy.
Because if I was a teacher, I'd be like, hey, fuck you, kid. Fuck you, kid. Fuck you. You're going to be something one
Well,
day,
you're
kid.
gonna get
but
fired,
The rest
but-
of you, you're all dumb shits.
But that's what I'm saying. They were us now.
yeah.
So
I think the whole strategy for school is just bullshit. Like,
school's bullshit.
like, listen.
Unless you go to like a trade school or like a school where they actually like, okay, if you want to be a fucking an artist or like an audio engineer,
Specialty school, yeah.
specialty school, that's
I'm
way
talking
better.
about elementary and high school though.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
middle
yeah.
school. But I think it's like okay, but I'm gonna say this, but then I'm also gonna say something opposing my point.
Go ahead.
So I think that if they were just honest with us and said like, hey, a lot of this shit you're not gonna need, but we gotta run you through it. Like, but listen, you're gonna need some of this shit, right? Like, and let's teach you some life lessons along the way. All right, cool. I probably would have been a little bit more receptive. So, but I think like they don't do that. Like, it's
No.
just bullshit. But at the same time, doing what I do now, I really wish I paid attention in math class, dude. I really wish I paid attention in math class.
But here's the thing. Sometimes I envy those people, but sometimes I don't. So if you know ever since you were a kid you wanted to be this thing, then you tend to like go all out, right?
Right,
I
'cause you're
always
trying for
respect
that.
people that do that, and you meet them down now, and you're like, oh shit, you actually like went through with it, and now you're like,
That's
god damn it,
scary,
that
dude.
scared the shit out of
That's
me.
scary.
God, lost my thread.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever we do that, the song came on. So we're at 45 minutes right now. Uh, so when that happens, like you're like, holy shit, that's cool. That's cool. Like they actually went through with it. But a lot of kids, they fucking don't know what they want, but because to them it's like, fuck, I'm not doing well in math. My life is over.
Yep.
Like school's over.
Yep.
I keep
Yep.
failing.
I got an
I'm
F. I'm
over.
a fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
my
Yeah, I
parents
can't do
hate
anything.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And that's
it's
what, yeah, dude, that's what's so wrong about it is like, okay, you fucking suck at math, and let's say I'm a fucking idiot when it comes to math, right? Like I cannot understand it. And in school, it was the same. Okay, let's be honest. I was too lazy, and I wasn't lazy, but like it was not worth it wasn't worth it to me, right? To understand it. I'm just gonna get by because I don't see a reason why I need this. Number one. But the thing is like if I really suck at this and I get an F, like let's say I actually am trying and I get a D or an F, I'm not passing, the consequences are so harsh.
dire.
Right? Like
Dire.
number one, you get fucking grounded. You can't do anything in your life,
Yeah.
right? Because you're
You piece of
failing.
shit.
You have to go to summer school. Like your teachers think you're a fucking idiot. And then you think like, I'm a dumbass. I can't do shit with my life, right? But instead, if you're just if we kind of responded to it a little differently and said, hey, it seems like you're pretty good at science. Look at this, like look at all these things that you
All
could
the other
be.
shit that you could do.
Yeah. And then you say, oh, well, I really want to be an engineer. I want to make buildings, right? Okay,
Yeah.
great. Look, you're really good at science, but listen, these are the type of maths that you're going to need. So you should probably pay attention and do pretty good in these kind of maths for engineering, right? I want to be a marine biologist. Great. You should probably take these kind of science classes.
Do you like fish? Do
But
you
you're-
like
Yeah, but you're also going to need some math because you need to understand grids for navigating or whatever, right? So if we kind of treated kids that way and gave them a goal to achieve, right? Instead of just saying you got to pass all this shit or you're a fucking dumbass,
Right.
right?
So
Because that's what F stands for. Fucking dumbass.
yeah, fucking dumbass. So I have like a lot of points that I want to bring up. And I can't remember them right now. Okay. So you would hope that would happen. You would hope that, for one, a great teacher would be able to kind of see, like, oh, he's terrible at math, but this kid is talented. I think he's gonna do something in his life. He has this thing. He has this it thing. And what's so wrong with telling that kid, like, hey, you're gonna fail this class, but if you keep trying, I'm gonna pass you because high school's bullshit. But listen, you're funny, or you have this thing, like try to figure out what you want to do in your life.
Yeah.
Like and then also like ask the kid, if you could be anything genuinely, what would you want to do? What would you do? Like now it's different. Obviously, I'm talking about then.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I want to be a YouTuber, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm talking
be a social media star.
right. I want to be an influencer.
I just want followers.
I want to influencer. Influencing what? Nothing? Anyway, so if a teacher or whatever would say that to me, I would like, you know what? I kind of want to be a pilot. Well, can't be a pilot because you need this.
Yeah.
But if you really want to be pilot, you have to at least try.
Yeah.
But then I've gone to a guidance counselor where they're like, okay, so what do you want to be? So lawyer, doctor? I'm like, I don't know.
Exactly.
Like,
How
you
the
know,
fuck are you
but it's
supposed
like
to know, dude?
it's so like lawyer, doctor, teacher, doctor, lawyer,
said
doctor.
doctor. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, can't there be anybody else? Nope, that's it.
Yeah.
If you can't do any of this shit, you're fucked. You're
Yeah.
fucked.
Yep.
And you're like, well, I'm fucked then. But I'm good at piano. Nah, no.
Yeah.
No.
You can't just make jingles. No, there's none
No,
of
you
that.
jingle janger? Get the fuck out of here.
You can't just be a music engineer, you know, like you
no,
can't,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So it took most
None of
people,
that shit exists.
it took most people like years and years and years to like, because again, maybe I'm one of those people. Most people are not, self-belief is really hard to come by, right?
Especially as a kid.
As a kid, right?
Yeah.
Depending on your household, depending on your parents.
Yeah, for
Some
anybody, but as a kid especially.
right.
Yeah.
So, but some kids have that. They're like, I don't give a fuck. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna fucking do it. Like maybe there's some obsessiveness in them or something in
Like
them.
Michael Jordan and Shaq.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, but that's like a very, 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 very small percentage of like
Right.
people.
Right.
But normal people like us, we don't think about it that way. We're trying to figure out, okay, fuck, I'm bad at this, but what can I do to make money? Oh, I'm gonna work in the shipyard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
just like
You're just trying to get by.
trying to get by.
Yeah.
So
By the time that you're out of high school, you're just trying to get by, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't want to say that because a lot of people don't like they have the opportunity to do
I
whatever the
want
fuck they
see
want, but
let's premise
for-
that this is then. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking
Right.
about then for us. Because we can only relate to that because of what we went through
Right.
as a kid, whatever, high school. Now I can't speak for now because I don't know, you know? So when I meet people, when they do what they do and they're not happy about it, I just know that they had, I'm not saying a shitty upbringing, they just didn't have the guidance to say, hey, you are able to do this.
right.
Because to them, it's like, well, I already have kids, I already have this job, it pays so well. I can't be a carpenter, I can't be a singer. What did you try? Well, no, because
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Right.
What does that mean? Like, you know what I mean? So for me, I hate when I meet a new person, I hate asking, what do you do? I like to ask, like, oh, what do you want to do? Or like,
Yeah.
what's your
What do you
ambition?
like to do?
What do you like to do?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And I get a better essence of what that person is.
Exactly, yeah.
Instead of like, oh, I work at the shipyard. Okay, cool.
I think that, well, let me make this point first,
Mm-hmm,
and then I'm going to come back to this point. But how much different would it have been for you and I if somebody, or if the job of a school was to identify things that we were good at or liked, and then provided us not opportunities, but like provided us education or options of what we could do with that, as opposed to just telling us you need to fucking pass this stuff, right?
Yeah.
That was my one point. But to speak on your point about like when you talk to people and they kind of like just tell you what they do. I can't stand people like that, dude. I cannot fucking stand people like that. And
Who asked, what do you do?
yeah, no, like if like you and I first meet, right, and we're having, let's say we go out to dinner, our wives know each other, and then we're just talking, and and if things come up and you say, oh, what do you do, and you're like, oh, I'm a banker, right, and then you talk about other shit, like whatever, cool, right,
yeah.
but when it turns into, oh, what do you do, like when they ask me, or when they or like if it just comes, I'll never ask you what you do, unless it's like you bring something up about work and I'm just like, oh, well, what do you do? Right.
Yeah, that
But
makes
I'm never
sense.
just going to come up to you and be like, oh, you're a new person I know. What do you do? You know?
Because most people were predisposed to judging that person right away. Like,
Exactly.
what if you say, I'm a garbage man?
Right.
Oh, you piece of shit. I'm like, no, I'm just a garbage man.
Yeah.
But I can sing. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. But people that are just all about like, I do this and this is what I do. Those people bug the fuck out of me, dude.
Those people are losers.
They're not losers
know,
because they're
I
very
know.
successful a lot of the times, and that's why I think their value is so high in what they do, right? So they think like, oh, I'm a successful party planner and I have like my own business or whatever, or I'm like a highest earner in my business or my job. This is what I do.
But
right?
the question is to that, if they hold value of, my God, my allergy, I gotta sneeze again, sorry.
That's better.
If they
Bless you.
hold value of what they do, but if they enjoy it, they love it, and they're all about it, they should know well enough to not, or to ask you the other question. Like, you know what I mean? To me, when they hold value of what they do, I just feel like, and they don't enjoy it, I feel like they're not happy people.
Yeah, I think there's a difference
I know-
between
I know-
passion
yeah.
and obsession in your job.
Yeah.
You know, like I respect passion. I respect people that are very knowledgeable about what they do, right? I really respect that, and I love when I meet people like that.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that are just like, I do this. I don't know. Let's say I'm a waiter, right? I make the most money as a waiter. I make so much money as a waiter, you know, like at the restaurant, like I do this and this and this and this. Like it's just constantly just about being a waiter. That's all you talk about. That's all you are. That's your whole entire life, right? And that's all that's valuable. So now you're going to treat other people like I'm a veterinarian. So now I'm a waiter. I'm talking up my waiterness, right? You're a vet. Oh, well, let's see how good of a vet you are.
You
How much does vet mean, in your life?
you
And
should flip it. I feel like just the
what?
waiter is just weird
I'm just saying an
comparison.
example. I'm
I
just saying an
know.
example, right? Like it's just when somebody holds that much value in something for themselves is fine if it's passion. But then when they flip that on you and then they try to like, oh, well, you don't really take your job seriously because you're not the best and the
Right,
most, right?
right. Or like they're like, I completely agree because they're like, I'm a doctor, but I hate that I'm a doctor, or I'm a doctor, but I hate what I do. Then why the fuck are you a doctor? Oh,
Yeah.
because it's high prestige, you have money, nice cars, you have a god complex.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
They're
So
just like,
it's
look at my car, look at my car. All right, well, how do you like what you do? Whatever, but look at my car, you know?
right. Look at my life. Look at my big ass house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you like to do? This is it.
Yeah. Like, look at my house. Okay, but like, what do you do in it? My house.
My house.
Yeah, it's in my
Yeah.
house.
So
It's in my house.
It's in my house. It's so weird though. But when you meet people who are genuinely love what they do, you get inspired. At least I do. I'm just
Right.
like, damn, that's dope. That's fucking dope, you know? And I know somebody that is really fucking good at what they do, but they fucking hate it. But pays the bills and shit. Like, you know what I mean? It
Yeah,
sucks.
and you get caught. And I think most people get caught at that. Like I'm caught like that right now. I don't hate it. I don't hate
Yeah.
what I do, but is it what I would if I could pick one thing in my whole entire life that's realistic?
Yeah.
Is that what I would want to do? Probably not. I would want to do something else.
Yeah, yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I don't love what I do. It doesn't mean I'm not good at it. It doesn't mean I'm not going to try my
Yeah.
best.
Can
right?
I toot my own horn a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm pretty lucky that I'm able to do what I do.
I think that's bullshit.
What do you mean?
I think that you saying that you're pretty lucky, I think that's bullshit. It's
How about
not
this?
luck.
I'm
It's,
grateful that I'm
there
able
you
to
go.
do
Yeah.
to like.
Because it's not luck, dude. Like you fucking
I know.
go
I put it.
out
I
there.
put. Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah, you
I
go
really
out
do.
there, you fucking put in the
I'm
work.
fish. I was fishing.
Yeah.
I was fishing. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, yeah. You put in the work, like you put yourself out there, you fail, like
A lot.
like like, you sacrifice, right? Like it's not luck, dude. It's fucking work.
So you know what's crazy? Because I mean, I still, I work a lot of part-time jobs. Well, one particular part-time job, but everything else is kind of like I'm on my own, And I don't want to say I hate. I just don't like it, but I have to right now at least, until something pops off. But I was at Costco. I was getting gas, and again, I'm not judging this person. I'm just putting myself in his shoes. He was like the lot attendant. Like he was just for the gas, because they have a lot attendant. And I was just thinking like, can I do that for like 8 hours a day? And I was just like, you're walking like for 8 hours, even if the pay was good. I was just thinking this in my head. I was like, and then I was like, I was looking back at what I do. I'm like, I don't think I'm able to go to a normal job after all this. I don't think I'm able to. Even though right now, like in the morning or whatever, I answer to somebody else, I do this for somebody else. But sooner than later, I'm gonna be on my own. Pretty soon, I feel good about it, and I don't think obviously if I have to go back to the 9 to 5, I will. Like if it's like
Right.
life or death
Right.
kind of
If
thing.
you're doing
right?
it for your family. you
Yeah,
gotta
of
do it.
course, I
Yeah.
will. But I'm just saying, like
You gotta handle some business.
I'm gonna make damn sure that I don't.
right.
So I'm grateful that I'm able to, because I know I'm a survivor, I'm a warrior, so I can do all that shit. But it was crazy is the reason why I say lucky, because people say that. People are like, oh, you're lucky you're able to do that. And I was like, yeah, sure. And you just
Yeah.
kind of, even though I'm like, no, dude, like I fucking, like you said, I put in the work. Like I believe in myself. Like, you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
like not all the things that I do are fucking great. I get that. But I was passionate about it and I put in the work for it.
Yeah, I think
So,
where you can say like and I don't like the word luck, but like I usually say like blessed, like
yeah. Hashtag blessed.
yeah, hashtag. But I think where you can't say that you are blessed or lucky is that you have somebody that completely supports you, right? Like
Yeah.
the wifey like completely supports you, and I don't mean like financial. I mean like that she's she's okay with you taking those chances.
Like it was hard at first, for sure. But I think I'm just stubborn by nature. So I just like, bitch, just trust me,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah. Like, you know, because some of the things that I've done or have gotten, she was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, it's called belief,
Yeah.
you know? Like the pair of shoes that I got.
That's like,
Belief.
and that's one of the things that like shocked me the most about you is like you don't give a, you'll just ask, you know, and like for you it's like what's the worst that can happen? They say no, and literally a lot of people say that, but you literally live by that, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like you fuck. Hey, can I have this guitar? You don't use it? Can I have it? No. All right, thanks. I appreciate it. No worries.
And then no ill intention. That person like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Or I was like, can I have that guitar? Yeah, you're right. I don't use it. Yeah, you can have it.
You just got a guitar.
I'd be like, thanks.
Yeah, you just got a guitar.
It's so weird. So I just been lucky. Like I keep saying, it's just who I am. And again, the whole like, what's the worst they can say is no. It's not somebody else told me that. I was living with this roommate. Don't know him that well. We just like, let's fucking get a apartment together and just like, because he seems cool enough. Fuck it. He was moving out. I needed a place. So we just like got a lease together. And one of the things he told me, like, when I was playing music or whatever, he's like, you're not going to be successful. You're from Bremerton. So why do you even try? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, all right, well, I'm going to prove you wrong. Obviously, he's still right. But but I did.
That's
dude,
beside the point.
But I did a lot, though. I went on tour. I almost somewhat got signed. Maybe not. Whatever. Like, it was on the verge. And then I did a lot. Like, I did a lot. And musically, and I'm still doing it right now. But the only takeaway that I got from him was that one thing he said was yeah, if you want anything, just ask. What's the worst thing that could happen? They say no.
Yeah.
What, you gonna die?
Yeah.
The worst thing that could happen is you die.
Yeah.
But
see,
that's
my
it.
mom used to say the same exact thing to me. What's the worst thing that can happen? But I still I have shame. Like I have that fear. Like I just don't.
Don't get me wrong. I fear, like sometimes I have like a little like, should I ask? But overcome it. I just tell
Yeah.
myself, just fuck it, just ask.
Yeah.
And then be genuine, be truthful, and just ask. If they say no, move along. And I've done it so many fucking times that 5 times out of 10 it worked.
Yeah.
So now it's like a norm. And my wife hates it when I do that. Just ask. I'm like, I'm not gonna ask. I'll ask. Hey, can I have that, please? Since you're not gonna use it, yeah, sure. And I'll look at her like dead and I like,
Yeah.
see,
See, it worked.
all you have to do
It's
is,
a numbers game.
that's all you have to do is ask.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. We went way off topic.
Yeah, sorry. Well, this whole episode I felt like was a lot about me, but thank you for listening. If you're still here, you cool with ending, or is there something else you want to say?
Dude, you know what we should do? We should like get some sick thing to give away, and then like just in the last 2 minutes be like, oh, like comment this word if you want this giveaway.
You know
see
what's
who
fun?
really sticks around.
Dude, you know what's funny? I did that, and then for like my music stuff, and then nobody said anything or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, nobody listens to my shit. Not on the podcast.
That would be the sadder thing.
It's
huh?
sad, dude.
Yeah.
It's sad. So like, it wasn't the podcast. It was like, I think I was releasing a song, and then I did something that I thought was kind of cool. I just did it, and if you say the song, I was gonna give something away. I don't remember, and then like nobody hit me up. I was like, okay, so either they liked to just like, or they didn't watch it all the way through. Because I made it a point to like, you have to watch it all the way through.
Right.
And I was like, that's fair.
We should do that. and
Joke's
see.
on me.
It
you
could
know.
be kind of cool, or it could be pretty.
But here's the
depressing.
thing. I'm too selfish. I don't want to give you shit.
We should just like we could ask for somebody to give us something, and then it's like a raffle, right?
I know,
Like,
but that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work.
what do you mean?
Okay, what can we ask for that would help us in this journey in the podcast?
What do you mean?
I don't know, whatever.
You mean for the raffle or in general?
No. You said to ask.
Oh, I'm saying like we can like go to Pizza Hut and he like, hey, we have a raffle. Can we have a $5 coupon? Not like that, but like something like that.
Oh,
know?
I was gonna say we're gonna ask our fans if we needed something and see if they
No. Or we can just ask our friends, hey, you're gonna use this? No, can I have it? Yeah, great. All right, we're gonna give it away on the podcast.
Yeah, then you're thinking about logistics. like it has to be small enough that you can ship,
Yeah.
and also that's it. It has to be small enough that you can ship.
Yeah.
But what could it be? It could be stupid.
Oh,
It has
something
to.
cool, like a cool shirt. I don't know. We should make merch, dude.
I know, but we're not popular enough.
Everybody has merch except for us.
Since you're, yeah, because they suck. Have anybody bought their merch?
I don't know, but I would wear our shirt.
I would too, but
All
it's
right, let's
not
do
cheap
it.
to get shirts.
I
You have
know.
to sell them to make money. I would love to do that, but I feel like we're not there yet. We have a hard time posting shit. You think people will buy our merch?
I think we could make like 20 shirts, and then we could sell.
That's gonna be so expensive. We're gonna sell it for like $50. If you buy in bulk, you make
Yeah,
your money.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to buy in bulk.
Yeah.
We can buy like 50 shirts, but I don't know if there's 50 fans out there that would buy our shit. Like, I want to say maybe 10 people will buy our shirts. That's all I can think of.
If we make, I mean, Diane will buy a shirt.
I know, but that doesn't count though. It's just gonna be right in your pocket.
I know.
You're just paying for our shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why aren't we sluts, dude? We gotta be social media sluts. That's why we're
No,
not famous.
I'm telling you, we don't post enough. I mean,
I can't be a social media.
somebody
slut,
that I thought was gonna post more didn't post, so now it's on us. So it's back on us. So,
I can't be a slut like that.
well, yeah, I thought we were gonna get help, but we're on our own.
We are on our own.
Anyway, if you listen all the way through,
We're gonna give away a
if you want,
PS5.
if you want us to make shirts, comment on every social media that we have.
Yeah.
Then maybe we'll make some shirts. But right now, we're only at episode 22. I don't think it's time yet.
Yeah.
Well,
And
maybe I say episode 100 we should have merch by then, if we go that far.
All right, that's good enough. And if you
Stop
want a
at
PS5,
99.
comment the last word on this episode.
Which is
Podcast.
I'm not getting
We
anybody.
can't say anything else.
Yeah.
Good
Anyway,
night.
Bye.
Okay, that's the last word. Goodbye.
Podcast.